Hello, my name is Josie Bornstead. I am currently a senior at LeGrand High School. I was born and raised in LeGrand, Oregon, and I currently live in Somerville, Oregon. And I'm super excited to be attending Eastern Oregon University in the fall of 2020. I'd also like to tell you a few things about myself. I see myself as a very honest, caring, ambitious, and passionate person. I love connecting with people one-on-one and in group settings. I find that my community has really shaped me to be who I am, and I want to give back to my community in any way I can. I want to be a person that is a part of a great community like LeGrand when I'm older, and I want to be a person that also makes impact on people's lives. I see myself wanting to be someone that only grows to be more caring, more honest, more genuine. And I just think that going to Eastern will really help shape me to be that person. I'd like to tell you about a meaningful leadership experience that I've had. I've been very fortunate to be a part of Faith Center's middle school youth group team. I've grown a lot in communication skills, character building, relationships with others, and just overall serving and teamwork. Serving the youth has really allowed me to express myself in different ways and discover my strengths. I have the opportunity to be creative and to just build kids up and to really encourage them. We host a Tuesday night youth group, and a lot of kids come from backgrounds with families that don't know where they are, don't really care where they are, and so a lot of broken families that they come from. And just to know that I could be a person to make an impact in their life, that has given me so much purpose, and I really believe that sharing my love and my passions with them is the best thing that I could do. And so it's just been a really rich experience serving with Faith Center Youth Group. I've also I just want to have that be a part of my future. I took a break for a little bit, but I do know that going to Eastern will allow me the opportunity to reconnect and get more engaged with that. I've had the amazing opportunity to really connect with the students that come to Tuesday night youth groups and really build them up and allow them to see who they truly are. And I also had the awesome opportunity to take a girl out to frozen yogurt one time and just let her know that she's so valued, and just encourage her and build her up and let her know that she has so much purpose. And knowing that I could make an impact on her life truly inspired me. And I also am so grateful for it because it opened up my eyes to see that that's something I wish I would have done more of, is be more intentional with students outside of Tuesday night youth groups. So that is one thing I would have done differently, is just pursued kids that needed to be built up more and just know their value, know their true worth. A group project I was super fortunate to be a part of was a mission trip with Faith Center Church. A team that I went to Alaska with got to renovate an old fishing camp for ministry purposes. And I believe that it really built my character. It really allowed me to find my strengths and grow in areas that I may not have been as strong in. And I also did a lot of team building. That is something that really stood out to me, is just accomplishing things with others, because you can do a lot on your own, but you can do even more with a group of people that are like-minded and have different talents and different strengths. And so that is something that I was super fortunate to be a part of. While I was there, I contributed by mixing concrete and pouring it into steps and building steps for a cabin. And we also dug around cabins that had dirt that was rotting away the wood, so we had to dig down to the foundation. I also got to build a lean-to with some of my teammates, and that was just so fantastic, and just because I've never done that before, and it just allowed me to push my limits and to see what I can do. And so I'm super grateful for that opportunity, and Also, while I was there, it allowed me the opportunity to take initiative, and that's something that was really neat to see. As I took initiative, more people joined in, and we just kept working to like this higher level of just being unified as a team, and so that was awesome. And also, I'd like to mention that my youth pastor, while we were on the mission trip, his motto was "Work hard, play hard," and so I just think that's great because we did just that. We spent all day working, getting in the dirt, and also, yeah, just working all day, completing our tasks, and then we got to spend the evenings fishing, and so that was awesome because that's something I just love doing, is getting outdoors, and just that's another opportunity to team build too. And so while I was fishing, I'd like to tell you this story. I was catching a lot of salmon, but there was this one fish called a dogfish, and so it had a lot of colors on it, and I really wanted a picture with one of them. So finally I caught one, and I was reeling it in, and there was this patch of sand that I reeled it up onto, and there was just like some shallow water around it. And I remember just so clearly I was unhooking the fish, and when I went to grab it, it started flopping, and I was like, oh no! And it was crazy because I must have not really thought it through, but I jumped after the fish and like kind of jumped in the water, and I was just soaking wet, and luckily I grabbed the fish, and because I was gonna get a picture with that fish no matter what. So so that's exactly what I did. I got a picture with the fish, and yeah, so it's just like moments like those that are just so funny, and you just cherish those forever. And so that trip is just something that I reflect on, and I'm so grateful for being a part of that group project. And also something that stood out to me was the people that we renovated the fishing camp for. They were so pleased and so impressed with our work, and it made me super inspired and grateful to have contributed in that way to them. And yeah, we just accomplished a lot in our time that we were there. I'd also like to mention that when you give, I believe truly that you receive more when you give. And in that, I mean that the person that you are giving something to, they tangibly get something, whether it's a service or something actually tangible. And so just the thought of giving and serving has really grown me as a person, just because I truly believe that when you give, you receive something so much greater than the person that you gave to. And it's that feeling that's in your heart that you're just so excited and so truly just grateful for the impact you made on someone's life. And so that's something that just really made me who I am today. Just knowing that group projects like the Alaska mission trip and serving with the Faith Center Church and countless other opportunities that I've had, those have really just showed me that giving, it's like contagious because you just get so filled. And so that's something that's just been a huge part of my life, and I want to continue doing that. I'd also like to continue and try new things when I'm in college. When I go to Eastern, I'm definitely going to pursue more service activities. I'd love to get to be more a part of Next Step Pregnancy Center. I just have this passion for women in need and for children, and so I really want to dive deeper and just discover more about that. And I'd also like to look into Heart and Home, because I do have a heart for the elderly, and I'd love to be able to contribute in that way. And I think there's something so valuable about giving to the elderly and respecting your elderly, because I truly think that they have so much to offer to my generation. And so that's something that I would love to pursue and continue with group projects in the future. This is the boat that we rode in when we traveled up and down Alexander Creek. It was just such a beautiful river. This is a photo I took when I had some time to just soak in the scenery, and it was truly gorgeous over there. The water was just so cold though, but it was just amazing. This is a photo I took when we were riding our planes out, and it was the last photo I took when I was in Alaska. Here is the first site that you see when you enter Gabbert's fishing camp. This is a view into what the space looked like that we lived in for our time in Alaska. I'm interested in attending EOU because of the amazing, truly phenomenal, loving, caring, supportive community that LeGrand is. I think Eastern's a phenomenal school and they have a lot to offer. I've also taken the time to look into their art program, which I'm super impressed by what they have to offer. I'm excited about the opportunities to grow in my artistic skills and abilities. They also have my major that I'm interested in, so that is just perfect and will set me up great for the next 4 years. I also think that Eastern is very affordable financially compared to other colleges that are a lot more costly. And just knowing that I can be wise financially and still get an excellent education has really motivated me to spend the next 4 years at Eastern. I also think that the community and just the area has a lot of opportunities to offer. I'm a very outdoorsy person, so I know that I'll definitely be taking advantage of their outdoor programs and courses, and also just exploring opportunities that I didn't have as much time to do done in high school, so just knowing that I can just take advantage of the resources and grow as a person even more just really thrills me and makes me excited. I just know that going into Eastern is going to be a great adventure, and I can't wait to meet new people and just connect with the staff. And so knowing that Eastern does have all these opportunities just is more the reason to go. Eastern's also, again, just a phenomenal school really, because I can say that personally. 5 of my relatives have gone to Eastern, and they've all been successful in their careers, and Eastern's really helped shape them into the person that they are today, each of them. So knowing that I can be in that situation and have that opportunity just makes me super excited, and I just think that Eastern's a perfect fit for me, and I honestly cannot wait for school to start. The reasons why I'm choosing graphic design as my major course of study is because I'm very, very passionate about art. It runs in my blood, and it's something that I grew up with, and just having both hands-on and digital art experience has allowed me to grow as an individual. Also, I think that going to Eastern and having the education that is offered there will allow me to continue to grow my skills and develop new skills, and just knowing that I can be an asset to communities and businesses alike in the future is just another reason why I'm interested in graphic design. Also, there's a growing demand for graphic designers, and it's also very flexible. I see myself in the future wanting to be a stay-at-home mom for a while, and so knowing that I have the opportunity to work from home and raise my children the way that I want to, and just have that flexibility and that freedom is another reason why I'm super passionate about graphic design. It's also another platform and opportunity to impact people's lives positively, because I know that art speaks to people in many ways, and just knowing that I can be influential with my creative ability is just another reason why I really want to pursue graphic design. Again, graphic design fits in with my future plans because I can use it in not only a work environment, but also my family. After graduation, I see myself pursuing internships and possibly looking into short-term mission trips and even traveling some, because I think that will allow me to continue to grow as a person, and being financially able to do that will just be fantastic. I also will definitely be pursuing a job in graphic design after I graduate. After, I don't know what the time span is that I will be doing an internship, possibly, or traveling, but I definitely will be pursuing a degree in graphic design. Also, after graduation, I would love to build a family and continue to grow as a person. I think that the world has a lot to offer, and I also think I have a lot to offer the world. And just knowing that after being equipped and educated with the education that Eastern will give me will allow me to continue to be successful after graduation. Since I was able to do this interview through a video, I really want to show you my artwork. My artwork just really shows you a little bit of who I am, that I am dedicated, and I just want to share with you my ability, and just to let you know that I definitely will be pursuing graphic design in college, and I'm just looking forward to advancing my skills and further seeking new ways to express myself through art. This is a little jar that I made, and it can be used for like a coin jar. It's just really nice because it has just that simple lid and all the detail. It was really fun to make, and this was one of my favorite pieces. It still is. My art teacher, he is just so impressed by it, and so I just wanted to share that one too. And here's a mug that matches that bowl, and I was really pleased how this one turned out too. And pottery is just something I'm super passionate about. It's just fun because it's hands-on. And this is a jar that I decided to be more creative and try some calligraphy on it, and just wrote some encouraging words around it. And this here is a rock that I decided to paint, and just really detailed. My aunt used to paint a lot of rocks, so I just do it in memory of her. And I really got into sewing. My grandma showed me how to make these cute little bags, and I'm just I like exploring new ways and just different arts. Here's a painting I painted. It is very special because it reminds me of the trips that we took to the coast when I was younger. And here I did some watercolor, and my art teacher encouraged me to try out some acrylics on the watercolor paper, and I just think that it turned out neat. Here is one of the many verse cards I made for the FCA club that I'm a part of. They're just encouraging, and I made one for each member. It's just a little memento for them to hold on to and just remember what they value in life. And it's also something that is just fun to make and just express my creative ability and impact people's lives in an influential way. And this is a pencil sketch that I did of a dog, and I like how detailed and realistic it looks. While in high school, I took a CAD class, and this is a piece that I made. We used the engraving tool that the CAD teacher showed us how to use, and it was really fun to just see it burn and engrave into the wood piece. And this is where I really ventured out into graphic design, and I used Photoshop to create these Iron Tiger Awards for each wrestler that is a senior and that has completed 4 years of high school wrestling. And I just think that they are a nice piece and a nice memory for each wrestler. And this is a art piece that I submitted into a contest, the Rise Above It contest, and it promotes for teens not to drink and to just make good choices in life. And I just wrote an encouraging word at the top, and out of it is pouring everything that, all the opportunities that people miss in life when they abuse that substance. And it's also really neat too because the bottle over the face can be seen and interpreted as like just a loss of identity, and that your identity, it seems to be in the substance, but really you're more than the choices that you make, and you can be an overcomer. And so, and this is a photo that I took in the fall, and it's Riverside Park with the new bridge, and I just edited it, and I just really like photography. That's something that I'm also passionate about. And this is another favorite piece that I have. It's of my dog on our property, and I just think everything's aligned perfectly, and it's just again one of my favorite pieces. Thank you for taking your time to look at my art pieces. I hope you enjoyed them. I also would like to say that I know that I can continue to grow in my artistic ability, and I'm super excited for that. Again, just what UU is going to offer me in that. I applied for the Otec EOU Rural Scholarship because of the financial, really truly phenomenal financial opportunity that this is. Because I'll be planning to attend Eastern Oregon University in the fall, I saw this scholarship and I just was truly blown away by this opportunity, and to know that I could be one of the recipients and to accomplish my #1 goal for college, which is to graduate debt-free. And just this scholarship, I applied for it just because I want to have the ability to not have just this financial weight on my shoulders while being a full-time student. I truly believe that it will give me the peace of mind to really focus and be engaged in my studies and not have to worry about, again, having to pay for college. I also think that this scholarship not only will help me during college, but it will definitely help set me up for the future that I desire to have, and to be able to support my family and to be successful and not have to be held back by debt. So just knowing that is really, really comforting. Also, my family, I have a sister who's in college right now. She's a junior at the University of Idaho. And so my parents are trying to support her, and they will be trying to support me as much as they can while I'm at Eastern. And I also have a brother who will be in college in a few years, and so just allowing my parents to have peace of mind also would just make all the difference and truly impact my life. And just knowing that I'd have the freedom to steward the money wisely, and to be able to just be set up in the future to have success and not to be, again, held down by paying for student loans or anything like that. It just really is something that I'm super grateful for, this opportunity. I also was looking into Otec's scholarships, and I read that they have given more than $1.4 million in scholarships. And knowing that I could be one of the recipients and to be able to represent Otec well just would really mean the world to me. I just think that I would definitely steward the money wisely and definitely be the best representative for Otec and EOU alike. Another reason why I applied for the Otec EOU Rural Scholarship is because of the internship that Otec has to offer through this. I'm really interested in learning more about it. I'd also like to say that not only during my 4 years at Eastern will there be plenty of opportunities open to me with this scholarship, but even after my 4 years of college, it will just allow me to further serve and love people, and to again just have plenty of opportunities to pursue and take advantage of. I also have the opportunity to work at a church camp this summer, and the scholarship would really just take the weight of trying to prepare for college financially, and just allow me this opportunity to encourage students and kids, and to really pour into their life and let them know that they have so much value. And just being able to have that opportunity and not have anything hold me back and distract me from that would just be amazing. And so that's another reason why I applied for the Otec EOU Rural Scholarship. I'm truly so grateful to be able to apply for the Otec EOU Rural Scholarship. And not only that, have the opportunity to be interviewed and to just share a little bit into my life with you guys, and to share who I am and who I strive to be, knowing that I will definitely be intentional and just really pursue my dreams and my goals. And I'd also like to mention that I feel very, very fortunate to not only be able to apply for this scholarship, but to have the opportunity to meet new people through this scholarship. I believe I should be one of the 4 recipients of this scholarship, because I'm a very loyal and dedicated person, I know that I would definitely represent Otec and EOU well. I know that I would steward the money wisely, and I'd continue to be who I am and continue to grow in the person that I am becoming. And I think that not only that, but I will definitely be fully engaged in my classes and courses and all my studies. I'll definitely be taking advantage of all the opportunities that this is offering me. I'd like the committee to know that I'm a very loyal and dedicated student, and not only that, a friend and a family member as well. And I also want the committee to know that I will definitely represent Otec and EOU to the best of my ability. I will steward the money wisely, I'll be intentional in my studies, and I just know that I have a lot to offer, and just having the freedom of being financially stable during this time of college will really open me up to new opportunities. And again, I think that it truly would impact my life, and knowing that not only would it impact my life, but I truly believe that it would impact other people's lives. And just the analogy comes to me of water, and if you throw a rock into the water, there's ripples and there's waves, and they reach out and touch other rocks or land. And just knowing that I could be a rock disturbing the water and just making an impact in people's lives, or even the analogy of fire. Fire can be good or bad depending on the context, but just knowing that I just have this passion and this drive in me, and to be able to share that with others, I think that, again, not only would this scholarship impact me, but it would impact others. It would just spread like wildfire. And so I just know that truly this scholarship would truly impact my life. And I think just the character I have and the drive I have, I think not only will I benefit from this, again, my community will benefit, and I'm just really very grateful for the community's willingness to give back. And just staying home is something that I feel like it may not seem like there's a lot of opportunities when you say, oh, I'm staying home for college, but I think really there truly is. And just being a person that believes that and wants to continue discovering and calling myself to a higher standard, and knowing I can reach the goals and the aspirations I have in life, it's truly inspiring, not only to myself, but I hope it's inspiring to other people as well. I truly cannot express how grateful I am to be considered for one of the people that received this scholarship. I know that it's just such a phenomenal opportunity, really. And I do have some questions that I'd love to ask the committee. Again, I mentioned earlier that I'm interested in the internship, and just knowing that it would offer me the opportunity to meet new people and give back to the organization that gives to me would just truly be amazing. And I'd just like to know more about what all it entails, what the time commitment is, and if it's flexible, and if it would also be something that I would be continuing after college, or if it's just in the time frame of the 4 years. I'd truly love to know more about it. And I'd also like to ask the committee where all the money is coming in from that the scholarship is available to offer people. I'm just curious to know those people that are willing to support, and just where the money comes from. So that would be fantastic to know. Again, I am truly grateful for this opportunity, just to partner with such an amazing business that Otec is, and the awesome community that LeGrand and EOU is cultivating. I truly mean it from the bottom of my heart that I'm just so grateful and just overwhelmed with excitement and joy for this opportunity. Again, thank you so much, and I hope you guys have a great spring.